All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Season 3, Episode 8, the season finale.
season finale.
Conquest is here.
Yeah.
Cool.
A Viltrumite with a mechanical arm coming in so confident, solo,
Yep.
saying,
Solo
Mark,
Bolo.
it's over. You have to do this now or I'm going to kill you. And Mark's like, I really do want to fight something right now. And
I've
he's
had
like,
a lot of
what?
pent-up anger.
My name's Conquest. So what do you know? That's
boogie.
also what I came here to do.
Yeah. Damn. I'm actually starting to admire you a little bit.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, real shame.
Yeah.
I want Mark to make that mechanical arm be the biggest mistake he ever made in his life.
Yeah.
I would love Mark to give this guy an actual full-on thrashing fight and still lose. I think that losing could be, the end of the world, but if he beats him hard enough that it's he can't actually kill Mark and they need to actually take him, take
He's
him
too
actually
valuable to the
Viltrum.
Empire so he leaves or something.
Right, but he could also be leverage against a freed Nolan. And that's maybe why they sent Conquest here, is that they don't send someone after Nolan and Alan. It's like, that's actually
you
kind
attack
of
his heart.
Yeah, you go after his kid.
I mean, I like it. Yeah.
But yes, if Mark loses, the Earth might just also be doomed. We don't know what a Conquest could do if they just flew straight through the Earth's core and everything.
Exactly. But we did just have all of Earth's heroes mobilized. So given that
immobilized.
Okay.
No, they're all done.
No, many of them are immobilized, but they all basically went to war briefly just recently. So possibly they could be up for helping if that's needed.
Yeah, I doubt that that's going to be the case. I think the exact opposite. I think we're going to have a Viltrumite is here. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, no. We're screwed. Mark, please, oh, God, save us. You know?
Yeah.
And if the fight doesn't end well, then you better hope he's just taking Mark back home. Which actually, that's a good point.
Right.
The thing that they might want to do is go after whatever ship brought him here. Because again, they need to use ships. So...
Yeah. We might not be able to beat him, but we can trap the angry Viltrumite called Conquest here.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I like it.
It's a bit of do or die situation.
Yeah, that's upon reaching the New World, Cortez burned his ships.
Yeah. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Kill him!
You've given me no choice.
No!
You were given orders, and yet I find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, that's a whole bunch of dead people. Oh. Down.
Anissa would be telling you how the Viltrum Empire would turn this wretched planet into a utopia. How you would be stupid to resist. I'll tell you no such thing. I want you to resist.
Yeah.
I'm not here to save you. I'm here because I enjoy this. No greater pleasure than feeling the warmth of my fists drenched in blood. Okay.
Yeah. You can hit.
To start.
Max collateral damage.
Yeah.
You could have maybe flown him up, Mark.
I want more.
Yeah, all right. Take him to space.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Take him to the stars. Nice. What a shot. This is my world.
Mm-hmm. All the way back down.
Yeah, maybe go for those, like, scars on his head. Maybe his skull's a little weak, you know?
Oh, no, yeah, go for the dick.
You still sure this is gonna go your way?
Damn near certain.
That's
That's not too far away. I can help.
Oh my god.
Oliver,
Again?
keep moving and keep your distance. Don't let him grab you. And if it's too dangerous, you get out of there. Understand?
It's gonna go anyway.
Watch him be the X Factor. And watch him also die.
They've been in these situations before and made it through.
That or Mark needs to tell him, like Omni-Man did, go for a kill shot. I need you to help me kill this person, you know?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that's fun.
That is really fun. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, this isn't a crater.
Oh my god. Oh god, the point of view.
Uh-huh.
Oh, whoa.
All right, yeah. Go out into the wilderness.
Come on!
Don't announce your arrival, though, kid.
Just everything's going so much faster.
Right.
He
You
can't
can't even
keep up.
catch up, yeah.
Jeez. Oh yeah, this animation.
I
Whoa,
like
let's go.
this. I like
love
this.
That. You're already begging?
Just listen.
Are you crazy? You think I'm gonna give you a chance to surrender? Time of my life here.
Yeah.
You can do this. You've still got a chance. You just need the right motivation.
Oh my god.
Yep, I was wondering when grappling would start.
I am going to kill everyone else.
Oh!
Okay?
Big ass beat down coming out!
Oh, yeah.
Oh god!
Yeah.
And you are. I prefer to know who I'm dismembering.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, that's the motivation you need right there.
Oliver, get out of here.
We can beat this guy. I know it.
Idiot. You need all the help you can get.
Oh.
Where is your Viltrumite heart? Until I see it beating in my hand, I
Oh!
don't believe you have one. Show me your rage!
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This is just his last little bit, isn't it? Wait! Oh!
Oh, yeah, no, there's...
Oh.
It's like no damage. You're more likely to break your own hand. Yeah.
If that's all you got, this is just not gonna end well for you.
I'm waiting for him to just grab Mark's arm and squeeze.
I've got probably the most powerful superhuman I've ever seen, beating the living shit out of what's definitely the strongest superhero on this planet.
Yeah.
God's sake, just give me some good news, Sinclair.
We're at least 2 weeks away from even a trial run. It's like cutting through rock. They're going to be godlike when we're done. But we just can't.
Damn it!
This is a breaking news report.
Okay,
Footage is
yeah.
coming in of another
We do
unknown
have some
attacker
Viltrumite
fighting
clones.
with
Yeah.
Invincible along the east coast of the country.
Oh my God. Adam, I think she's waking up.
Nurse! Nurse!
There's a button for that usually.
Where's Mark? What happened? How long have I been out?
Almost a week.
This is a special place. They're keeping your identity secret.
Oh my god. Mark!
Mark? You mean, wait, that's your boyfriend?
Don't!
Adam Eve, please, calm down. Can't even walk yet.
Do I look like I need to walk?
The face I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
I can fly. All right,
As
he's about to
people,
Hulk
like,
ragdoll you.
Crash around him.
Conquering your pathetic planet? It's too easy. Fun, but easy.
Jesus.
I've met your father, you know.
Yeah.
He showed so much promise when he was younger. He's dead. Executed just before I left.
Ooh, gotcha. Timing.
So
Would have
Nolan
loved
could
to
show
have
up
seen
here.
the look on his face after I told him that I killed you.
Eat one, you old sack of turd.
I love it. Yeah.
It'll kill you, Oliver. Get out of here.
Can't fight him alone. But look at him, he's old as dirt. We can take him down together.
I'm gonna split you in half and eat your heart.
I think that sounds like a bunch of...
Away from him.
Take a break.
Oh, he's gonna do the blade thing.
Just bitch slapped him.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah! Fuck! Oh my god!
This is going to be amazing.
He's like, yes, there we go.
I'll eat your heart instead.
He just kept him there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep.
Get him ready for transport. Hurry.
Yep. Smooth move, Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
Donald, tell Debbie Oliver's alive and we're bringing him in.
Also, Eve's awake and asking to speak to you. Says it's urgent.
Oh, if she takes off her limiters, basically.
Our guys think you would even take Nolan down. And you're not exactly ready for the field.
I can rearrange matter, Cecil. So I might be the only person on Earth who can stop him.
Don't ask me to do this.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Oh yeah, it's skimming over the water.
Uh-huh, yep.
I don't want you to miss this.
Oh my god, he's gonna do the
Yeah,
same
the
thing
Nolan
that Nolan
thing.
did. Jesus.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to make contact. Just the wind that they're passing.
Oh no, here we go.
Okay.
Same thing, yep. Holy shit.
Okay, that drew blood. That's something.
Get away from him,
That's
you
not
animal.
limiters off.
No.
Mark!
Get out of here.
Why not? Ah!
All right.
Yep.
I've been waiting for something like that. Yeah. Armor's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, that's
That's cool.
cute. Yeah, exactly what I thought.
I increased the density of the air. I've got all kinds of tricks.
Okay.
But when your weapons break on their skin, I feel like
I mean, density of the air is dope.
Clever. How long can you keep this up?
yeah, there's one way to beat this guy, Eve. Of course, she doesn't know that.
Tired of your bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. Let's fight dirty. You need to breathe too, right? Why'd you break it?
I mean, he can break her fields easily,
That's
so
true, yeah. I guess she's bound by the laws of matter as well.
I mean, if you keep him disoriented, you can maybe buy time for Mark to well, he's not gonna recover. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
Such a waste.
No!
Now, if anyone has a reason to be able to recover from that, it would be her, if she rearranged her own body, but...
Bro, she's out from the pain.
I can't live without you. Please, 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 please. Cecil!
Yeah.
I need you, Cecil! Please, please keep breathing.
Viltrumites have nothing like this. It's a weakness, really. I am beginning to understand your affinity for these lowly creatures. If you've got anything to tell her, I wouldn't wait. Oh, too late.
Oh.
You know, it's not often I get to cut loose like this. I was ordered to take control of Earth by any means. You did something to piss us off, and I thank you for it.
Yeah.
This has been an immense joy.
I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
You still think you can threaten me? You are starting to impress me.
I do like his way of speaking.
Yeah. It's so slow.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the dare I say, like...
Yeah! Yeah! Yep, get that weak-ass metal arm. Oh! One good leg, one good arm.
Yep. Oh.
Bite his neck.
How it works.
Oh,
yeah! Ah! Oh, the animals are out now.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Well.
I am so lonely. All the other Viltrumites are scared of me.
Oh.
No one talks to me.
This is so creepy.
They send me from planet to planet committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. I don't even get a real name. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. Because what would be the point?
What?
Yeah.
Take it to your grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mark!
Your god is here.
Yeah, full Jean Grey. Oh, damn, even with that.
Jerk.
Yo.
This time I will make sure she's dead.
Don't touch her!
Oh!
You enjoyed yourself? Still having fun?
Oh!
I think the good with the bad.
Oh! Oh. 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 Yeah, she regenerated from everything.
Yeah.
Mark.
Hey.
I love you.
I love you too.
Huh.
All right.
Wow. We actually won.
Yeah.
How long have I been out?
3 days. You were pretty hurt.
I remember that you died.
Oh, I didn't die. I just got really close.
How?
It's a long
Yeah.
story.
Uh-huh.
I was given powers while I was still in the womb, but they put in mental blocks to limit what I could do. It's the only reason I can't change sentient matter. But when something really traumatic happens, it overrides those blocks, and I can use my powers without any limitations. And I've been meaning to tell you, but the time was never right.
I would have died without you.
Me too.
Yeah, let's just get some rest.
He was just one Viltrumite. And I bet now that he's dead, there's gonna be a whole lot more on their way here. I don't care what it takes. Get him finished, Sinclair.
So those are like the corpses of the Invincibles getting put
sure
to have mechanical bodies. Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, Mom. I'm okay.
I am so sorry.
Why?
When I married your father, I didn't know the life I'd be giving you.
Sure, yeah.
The responsibilities you'd have.
Oh, we can't blame backwards, like...
It disgusts me. I see you out there, getting hurt.
Her voice acting is just too good.
It's my fault.
Mom.
Could have taken you away from all this.
Mom.
I shouldn't have let your father convince me it would all be okay.
Stop.
You did everything right. Everything.
I love you so much.
How's Oliver?
He's okay. He's just down the hall.
I wanted to thank...
Where's Conquest?
Huh, was that his name?
Huh.
He's dead, Mark.
Where's his body?
Yeah.
He's gonna take him into the sun.
Burn it.
He's just paranoid because Engstrom came back, you know.
Right.
We've lost so many friends these past few weeks, and there's so much still to do that it seems strange to pause and gather for a moment like this. Rex would tell me to shut up and get to the point, but I know that's what he believed. He was always so confident, but also honest about his failings, so sure of himself, but the first to confess fear. To honor my friend and everything he meant to me, I am changing my name from Rudy to Rex. So that much of him at least will survive. He will be deeply missed.
You could have gone up there yourself.
I don't think I could have gotten through it.
Oh.
I love you, Rex.
My first. Everything. Good and bad.
Yeah.
Rex and I, we had a complicated relationship.
I just can't believe that he's gone. We hadn't talked since I moved out of the tower.
Right, yeah.
When you know someone for so long, they're always the same to you.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hard to let them change or mature, but Rex, he had changed so much. I loved him. You know?
Yeah.
I really did. Are you smiling?
I'm sorry, I thought I lost you.
Right. That's part of what makes funerals and stuff and memorials so powerful is that you're reminded to treasure the lives you have.
Right. He almost had the same thing happen of just all of a sudden, oh, you're dead.
Yep. We are not right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we are.
Holy shit, we're both still alive.
Yeah.
This is gonna be awkward.
Nope.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Do we get the narrator one last time?
Her powers is losing a little bit of control.
Sure.
What are we teasing?
Ninja Turtles, no. Oh.
Ah, yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And with how much destruction, if people go missing.
Yeah. Slowly building, yeah.
Not long now.
Yeah, stay quiet.
Oh my god.
Yes!
He's just waiting to get picked up. See, Nolan, Alan, why'd you leave him there? Okay.
Oh, just some
Huh,
randoms.
weird.
Thank you. Now, what do you want? You want a new home? Fine.
Is only the beginning of the delights we will achieve together.
Okay.
Oh, creepy.
But is this really a wise decision?
We don't have a choice, Donald. He's in a 400-ton block of tungsten steel alloy 6 miles underground. If he so much as twitches, this whole place explodes. And as soon as he regains consciousness, he's gonna tell us everything.
Cecil.
Yeah.
I can help. I'll listen to you and everything. I promise I'll be good.
I'll listen to you.
You were right about the Maulers. You were right about Angstrom. They hurt so many people, ruined so many lives. Angstrom almost killed you and Mom even. So if anyone else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk, I won't hesitate to kill them.
I don't know, but will you be able to succeed? Because, you know, they might get brought back.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Our demon buddy?
Yeah.
His demon buddies?
He's getting out of hell.
Forgive me, Lord. Would not dare awaken the great beast if did it bring welcome news. Have means to restore you to Infernal Throne. Surface dweller of great power, likes of which this planet has not seen for eons.
We gonna eat Conquest?
With abilities that far exceed any other, will be bound to your service, Dark One.
The mummy!
Have discovered means of conjuring him.
Not even if we went to, like, the fanciest restaurant would we be able to get any steak after this. Oh, man.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
another very extreme episode.
Very extreme.
I gotta say,
the character of Conquest was
the character of Conquest was something else. I adored every, like, not every, most of the lines out of Conquest's mouth, right? Like, when he was actually, like they did a great job.
Menacing.
He was so menacing, but they did a great job of giving him character amidst the menacing. It's really easy for it to just go into, like, all right, and now I monologue evilly
you can threaten me?
about all the terrible things I'm going to do, and like, yes, no, I enjoyed it. It's like, okay, yeah, yada yada yada. But then we get past that, and it's like the whole bit of like
so lonely.
They're scared of me, like. I love it. Like, it's something.
It's
something where basically he's
terrifying.
so playing into like the archetype of, like, you know, he's too badass to twirl his mustache, but to be that like extreme villain type character, and then they decide to go that little bit off of that, you know, that extreme, right, that archetype, and it's like, all right, awesome, I love it.
Yeah. Having our big bruiser come in, it's almost exactly like what you expected. He's a very strong Viltrumite, so strong that they don't send anybody else with him. He's also so crazy that they also don't like probably to send others with him. He was sent conveniently right around the time that Nolan was going to be executed, so that they had, you know, basically confirmation that, you know, this was all going to be working out just fine, which is hilarious, because then if you had just waited until after you'd gotten the call that, like, yes, we executed him. This is our space telephone that says we executed him.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you didn't get that call because you left right before that could have come.
Right.
Okay,
also, he
cool.
could have been the one sent to execute Nolan, just saying. You know, like,
but Nolan was captured. They didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Nolan's spirit was broken. It makes sense that they'd send him here.
Right.
It's the thing where having him come here and be the archetype that wants to enjoy fighting and all that. Okay, that is the reason why Mark is alive.
Yeah, tale as old as time.
It's a tale as old as time. But you know what? The arrogance and pride of the overpowered villain leading to them being the instrument of their own demise is great. It just works. It's something that, I mean, we're going to see over and over again. But if we're going to have characters in this story that can actually make Mark an actual threat, their characterization needs to be on some level based around arrogance and pride in their own power.
And their characterization needs to be clear, especially if they're being brought up and like they haven't existed in the show before now, so that we can feel like we get to know them.
Yeah, and so we got to know Conquest very intimately.
Yeah.
Too much.
I like it.
I was like, bro, stop sharing. You're oversharing.
Yeah, right.
This is not the time nor the place.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Yeah. Now, the actual fight. So, they did escalation in a very nice way.
They brought Oliver into it.
They had Oliver almost die, and Cecil had to save him. Mark had to save him many times. Like it.
Yeah.
The making the clash between them keep getting big to a bigger and bigger scale where it's like, no, just their punch probably killed 100 people that were just nearby, right?
Oh.
Just because that's just how it works, right?
Yep.
I love it. That is more of the stakes that I'm worried about, you know, like in the show, because that's where things are going to happen, right? It's less about
because it's what's going to emotionally affect Mark. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And getting at the themes of, you know, like the great power, great responsibility, but then taken to the, you know, like ungodly extreme, right? That being said, it did feel like there was a lot of middle stuff in the fight where it's like, all right, they're sort of repeating the punching each other, you know?
No, he's enjoying the stuff with Mark. That's all. They can do that as much as they want in this fight because they did he just loves fighting. He wants to feel things.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
That's what you'd get if you have this type of character. You're just gonna have a long drawn out fight where he could end it at any point, but he doesn't because he doesn't want to.
Right.
Yep. And that's, again, this is the issue. If you're gonna have the types of characters that were brought into this story at the beginning with Nolan, who just grabs the Guardians and slaps them on the ground and they're dead, and we then escalate to then everybody has the ability to survive, you know, most if not every mortal wound. Then when you have the actual fights where it's like, this has actual impact. It's like, I don't care about the punches until some other character who can actually get hurt comes into this here.
And
now
even,
they did break Mark's limbs and stuff, but that was where it got interesting, was then suddenly Eve's in there. Eve's abilities being, you know, limited as they are because she's going to just make a shield that's made of glass or something that we don't know. So I can't get attached to that either. The air density thing was cool, but then it got exciting once, we knew she was going to bring up the limiter thing, but she didn't get that from Cecil, which I get that Cecil was not going to do that because it would be a...
if he's even capable
once we let the genie out of the bottle, we're never getting it back in.
Right.
So you're going to have to just figure it out. So she goes, she nearly dies.
Yep.
She figures it out. And I liked that was our X Factor card. That was the thing that gave us enough of a reset in the fight so that Mark could just wail on him. And yes, again, have an Angstrom Levy moment where he's intending to kill him. Obviously isn't capable fully of blowing his head apart like he did with Angstrom, because this guy is going to have his own head split open if he keeps doing this.
Exactly.
But now he's alive in some kind of bullshit government, you know, like facility.
The fact that even when it's Eve died, I did not really care. I'm like, that's grody, you know, but like,
well, you thought she was actually gonna die?
No, I didn't, right? Like, you know, but that's what they're selling as the scene, right? You know, it's like, Mark thinks she's dead, and I can feel for Mark.
I thought that we'd get into some things with Mark with this, but it's now she either unleashes her Phoenix Force equivalent, or
I guess she doesn't, you know, right?
She doesn't,
you know, and then so it's like, so clearly that's going to happen, you know, right? For as crazy of a fight as this was built up to be, there were a lot of points where I just didn't really feel tension. Like, once he started doing like I'm gonna break parts of you and stuff, I guess we just have to chalk that up to he got to a level of enjoyment where he's like, I guess I'll do this now. But, you know,
it's the thing about, do you enjoy characters smashing each other over and over and over again, as long as one of the characters has a very unique personality while they're doing it?
Sure.
I think that's what this was. We had a really cool, weird, strange version of a typical brute that we get in Conquest here.
Oh yeah, and
Mark's desperation slowly building over time was great, because again, the show is so incredibly well acted that it's hard not to buy into in the moment what the characters are feeling, because I can hear their pain, I can hear their desperation, the voices and such. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to follow up the previous episode and then go, all right, you're gonna need to buy into this here. And I was basically on the, in order for this to have like good narrative stakes for me, Mark needs to get taken away. But because of this guy's character being one where, no, my name is Conquest, I come in and I'm just gonna kill everybody. I'm like, oh, okay, well then we can't lose here then.
Right. And also the whole thing of like, I'm Conquest, I'm gonna come in and kill everybody. But like, there's an element of where, while I love the idea of the Viltrumites being scared of him, I almost don't see that really happening, other than just he's stronger than them, and so they fear what, like they fear him because he's stronger than them and stuff. But like,
what's the difference between what you're saying then?
No, because
you're saying nothing.
No, because what it seemed to be framed as is because he was like, they think I'm unstable and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
But like, I don't know.
What does that have to do with, though, the difference of like they're scared of him? So they are scared of him or they're not? Like,
no, well, okay. It's being stated that they're scared of him. I like the idea of that, all of that stuff.
Yeah, we have no reason to doubt that.
The way that he was acting, I don't know. Like in the actual fight, it didn't seem particularly like anything that they would be scared of, other than just, he is, I guess, much stronger than most of them or all of them.
No, that's exactly the point. Is that he's the strongest Viltrumite, so they're scared of him. There's the reason why you would doubt that is if you basically are like, because he is unstable, his actual words and stuff, we can't take him actually seriously in that regard. So which one is it? Is it that he's unstable, or is it that he's like,
he's unstable from like a human perspective? But I feel like that, like, from a Viltrumite perspective, I feel like that'd be fairly.
No, look at Nolan. Nolan and him are completely different in terms of like the way that they portray their personality.
Sure.
Like Nolan, if anything, was the equivalent of evil Captain America for the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
He's like lawful evil to a T. And the only reason why he got so like really freaky was because this was his son. And this guy, he's exactly the opposite. He loves fighting for the sake of it. He's not killing Mark all the times.
He takes personal pride in his job and enjoys it.
No, he's not even taking pride. He's just like, I like licking your blood. I like eating your heart.
Sure.
No, he's absolutely unhinged. He's absolutely crazy. So I could absolutely see don't take his words seriously because he's actually just crazy. Like that's the thing. But that fills it. That goes into the, oh no, I would see Viltrumites as being scared of him. Because if they're about a military regimen, they want to rule the universe or what have you, this guy's the definition of unruly. He would not be ruled. He would be a dog you'd go send to go, hunt your targets down.
Sure.
Does that make sense? Like,
I get the idea.
You follow my train of things? Yeah. I feel like you can go either way with it, but all of it lends back to he is actually someone that maybe some Viltrumites, and I would say most, given how few of them there are apparently, would actually be scared of him. And again, that's pure Viltrumites, the ones that actually are combat capable. So most Viltrumites actually would be scared of him because...
Oh, like if there's Viltrumites that aren't pure blood?
Yes, there by definition must be, because...
Where else do they get the pure blood ones from?
Yeah, exactly. Like... Well... Like,
I mean, I thought that was the idea of the culling, but yeah, because again, the dialogue I loved, right? There was just elements of where I wanted the fight to be more brutal.
So it was in that it was so long. He basically ended up like, I don't get what you want, because I feel like the problem that I think we both agree on in this episode is that structurally you can't have that engaging of a fight here. Because of the way this is set up from the story-wise. It doesn't matter with regards to the fact that they executed pretty dang well with what they were given for Conquest. he is the definition of an enthralling villain character coming in to be the brute who just lays his meat on the table and goes, you all are gonna eat this. Like, you don't have a choice.
Right.
He's unhinged, he's terrifying, he's gross, he's violent, he is brutal. But yeah, you're right in that I would have liked Mark to lose. I think that having some characters die here would be a little bit more to sell with things here. But what, you just kill Oliver because
no,
he wouldn't kill Mark because he was enjoying it so much, but he would kill Oliver. No, I think if anything, because they stuck so much to his bit of him being like, I'm gonna make the dumb decision of not ending this fight over and over again here because I am trying to make his personality was written so much to make the point that he wants this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's. I was surprised how much of the episode was the fight.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
didn't we just say at the previous episode that we thought it was going to be half the episode? Like,
no, yeah, half the episode, not all but what?
Yeah, it was about 2/3 of the episode. Yeah, it's basically over here. Like, there's not a fight really at this point.
Yeah, okay.
This is him
26 minutes in.
This is him whispering in his ear for everything here is basically just the conversation. We know the fight's basically over. It's just a matter of when something flips, and it ended up being Eve unleashing her power here. Mm-hmm. Which, as far as a side character doing something that would dramatically impact the fight, once we realized that Eve was literally going to be all it took, like all that they had. Like, that's how bad this was going to be. Then it's so that's going to work. That's going to be the thing. Mm-hmm. And otherwise, Mark would have lost here. Mark would have been defeated.
Yeah.
Mark's strength training, and all that against Viltrumites was enough to make him able to take enough of a beating that he didn't get bored with him earlier and die.
Sure.
But then Mark concaving his head in with headbutts. Mm-hmm. That's pretty brutal. Like, I mean, maybe it's more just that Conquest was not as brutal as he as he seemed like he could have been.
I loved the desperation from Mark. That was all fantastic.
Yeah, but he did Nolan him through Miami. Like, he did literally do this. Like this happened.
Yeah.
He pushed him through dogs and children.
And... yeah. What's happening was absolutely abominable. But that's also something that Nolan did, right? So it doesn't necessarily make him that just makes him seem Viltrumite,
Right, and I get where you're coming from here. I just think that's the thing of showing that he was doing this because he loved it. Nolan was doing it because he wanted to teach Mark a lesson.
Right.
And he was wanting to show him how, and it's really fucked up in its own way, but it's you need to understand how much stronger
we are than them. Yeah.
Than them that we are. Yeah. And so if you don't get that,
I'm going to demonstrate it.
I'm going to demonstrate it, and I will force you to go through this here.
Right.
And it's the classic stand-in for the abusive father that basically says, I don't want to have to do this, but you give me no choice.
No, right. I think there was even a point where Nolan was like, "Look what you made me do."
Yeah, he does basically say that. Yeah. But then this is it's the reminder of what a really strong Viltrumite could do even to you, Mark, but it's instead I'm dragging this out and making this more fun for me because you resist.
Right.
Because you don't want to give in to that Viltrumite side of yourself. And that's why the episode, I think, thematically goes this way and ends on I'm going to kill, the next one that does this.
I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, it's the hero who was supposed to be, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, saying, no, I'm actually going to...
Right, I can't take risks anymore. People die when I do that. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, then we have everything with
catching up with the characters, the other characters who didn't have much of a plot reason to be in like this episode specifically, but have gone through hell this season. And so it's the let's show where they are and where they're at, and like both physically and emotionally, and how they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure these are marks that they are experimenting on with.
I feel like that's probably the case.
Well, see, literally, the bodies are in the suits. Still.
Oh yeah,
They're
okay, there you go.
In the suits.
That's
That's the kind of thing that Cecil would do here. Is basically
right, because
that's why Sinclair was like, oh, their bodies are like, you know.
Yeah, how do we actually install this shit in them?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Angstrom unintentionally maybe even provided a small army of...
Right, now they really could stand against the Viltrumites.
They maybe could, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cecil then puts Conquest in a hole somewhere.
Cool,
yeah. I more like it from the standpoint that I'd love to see Conquest talk again. He was kind of a unique brute type of character.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we have the funeral. The idea that knowing somebody for so long, they change over time, but you kind of assume that they're still the same. I really liked that. I think that in a lot of ways, we are needing to have reminded to us, the audience, how much Mark has changed. And
oh yeah.
Going back and looking at earlier season 1 stuff, you kind of see not just that he's different, but he's like extremely different.
Yep.
Like,
right, because that's the big pivot in consequence for this episode in the fight, is him then talking to Oliver and being like, "You were right. Next time I won't hesitate. I'll kill him."
Yeah. Oh. Okay. But yeah, then we've got the Martians, out there and stuff. We've got Battle Beast getting picked up. We've got, Angstrom Levy being around doing things in other worlds.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. But yeah.
And even Dark Blood is doing something.
This is not Dark Blood.
No, didn't that one call him Dark Blood?
Did he?
I thought he did.
Let's listen again, because I believe. Yeah, I am summoned.
Right. Fiery footprints. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So he's got a new outfit, He got sent back to hell and all that stuff, but
Right. So that's what Dark Blood became or something like
that, or he just couldn't. The cool trench coat and hat didn't exactly survive hellfire,
Yeah, I just understand. I don't understand why he's doing this then, because I don't get entirely what this is.
I think what they're just saying is that Dark Blood wasn't actually. Well, yeah, no, because Dark Blood did seem to be actually invested in the general well-being.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and
people
look at
there,
season
but,
1 to see what his final words were and what they kind of parted with and stuff. But
yeah,
okay, that's the end of season 3. Yeah, the state of Earth is in literal shambles.
Yup.
But yeah, in the conflict side of things, this is an absolute win.
Oh, absolutely. No, they got out of this great. The fact that they were able to have a funeral for a specific person in this episode, rather than just general funeral for,
or
everybody that's died. That goes to show that it was hairy for sure, but they got out of this pretty darn good.
Well, it's more that they've killed now the strongest Viltrumite.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's. Mm-hmm.
And if we've now had the whole thing of the 50 less than 50, then they might not send anybody for Earth ever again either.
Right. They might just say, "All right, Earth's not worth it. All right, cool. You've earned your independence." You know, the rest of the universe, though, yeah, that's, you know, if you can get to Earth, great. We won't touch you there, but you know,
yeah,
for everything else,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'd love to talk with some people in the comments about this series though, and the direction that it's going, because I'm a little worried, just in general, but I feel like the big thing I can say is that it feels like they've stepped up a lot in terms of the production. This episode had,
yes.
If the spectacle of last episode was pretty impressive, the spectacle of this episode was on a whole other level comparatively for Invincible standards.
Yeah, there were a lot of specific moments in the character animation during the fight that really sold how beat up Mark was getting, how desperate he was.
How in pain he was.
Yeah, and a lot of also just the shots and like the angles that they decided to have for things helped sell how powerful Conquest was.
But given how much of this story is kind of about things being rug pulled over and over again, I want to know kind of more what's going on there. So I'll be probably joining y'all in the comments after this one, given that it'll be a while probably before season 4
probably
ever comes back.
Probably a good bit.
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the first episode's reaction to the next show we're doing after this right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.